I'm watching these birds outside my bird feeder. There's a male and a female. You can pretty much tell the males from the females pretty well because in most species, the males are actually really colorful, especially in birds. The males are always a lot more colorful than the females are. It goes for like mallard ducks, goes for finches, goes for all kinds of birds. The males are really beautiful for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it's because they have to attract the females. They have to like show off their plumage and like the more. It's because it's funny. It's like the opposite of humankind, where males are the ones. In a way, it's like humankind, where the males are always the ones like wanting sex, and the females are like, take it or leave it. But it's like in the animal kingdom, it's like the males want sex so bad, it's like they have to show off all their plumage, and they have to do all this crazy stuff to get the female's attention. The female doesn't need any of that. Like the female doesn't need to have different colors on her feathers or anything like that. She's just like, well, I got a vagina, that's all I need. Anyway, I'm watching this male and female bird. They're both full-grown birds. It's really weird. They're both full-grown finches. And the female, she's sitting on top of the wall. Now the walls here in Arizona, they're just like a fence. It's a privacy wall. Just the biggest difference is that you can see through a fence, but you can't see through a wall. So it's like a privacy. They call it a privacy fence, privacy wall, or whatever. But the wall is about 5-6 inches thick, and so the birds stand up there and they keep jumping down into my bird feeder and getting seed and stuff. But the male keeps jumping down. Excuse me. The male keeps jumping down into the bird feeder and filling his mouth up with bird seed, and the female just sits there. And the male jumps back up on the wall, and then the female just opens her mouth, and he just spits the seed into her mouth, and then she eats it. And then she's like, starts making noise again, like going, like walking back and forth, like flapping her wings and doing all this crap and like opening her mouth. And then the male goes back down and gets more seed and goes back up and feeds her again. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? Like, why can't the female go down in the bird feeder and get it herself? It's not like she's disabled. Like, what the hell's going on here? Why is the female demanding that the male do that, and why is the male doing that? I'm thinking it's got to be something of like, well, if you want to mate with me, this is what you're going to do, kind of a thing. That's how I take it. But I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I'm not an animal expert. These damn entitled bird bitches standing around. Materialistic bird bitches making their men like, and I haven't even like seen the male bird eat anything for himself hardly. Like every once in a great while he goes down there and he eats by himself. But I'd say 9 times out of 10 when he jumps down in the feeder, he's just filling up his mouth with birdseed, and then he runs right over to her and puts it down her gullet. She just stands there, opens her mouth, and lets him do it. Again, I mean, if it was a baby that couldn't fly or something like that, it's understandable, like when the mother does that kind of stuff, because the babies don't have the feathers and the wings yet, and they're not developed enough. But the fact that the female is full grown and she's perfectly capable to do it herself, just to me it seems weird. I don't know. What do I know?